Hello, my name is Serena Brown. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to progress to the Tier 2 application level for the Future Administrator Academy. The first question posed is my philosophy of education. My philosophy of education is that it is limitless. It is ever evolving. It is quintessential to the sustaining and maintaining of this society and those which we don't know or have yet to hear of. Education is the foundation upon which everything is built around us, from the air we breathe, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the shows we watch. All of it stems from education, and that's just a small, minute portion of what education can do for a society. Education benefits all. Education should be equitable, innovative, creative, and ever evolving. What we do today in education should be an involving factor than what we did 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 60 years ago. It should be changing, and I think it's stagnant right now. It's not dynamic as it could and should be. One of the most pressing issues in education is the lack of cohesiveness between cores and electives. It takes all of that, the whole being of an energy force, human, in order for us to make this world a better place to live in, to make sure that we don't have to live in bubbles 50 years from now because we can't breathe the air, So we have a political and deficit thinking dichotomy that are pressing issues for education, which is evident in movies that we watch, lack of creativity, which is evident in new diseases that are coming up, because all you know is what was in the book and what has been tested or remedies for what has existed. When something new comes, we've got a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Never heard of that disease. How do we treat that? Yeah. Lack of creativity, lack of innovativeness, going outside the box, approaching it from a way that it has yet to ever been done. Those are your innovators, those are your engineers, those are your advocates that start change that has never existed before. I aspire to be an administrator because I have been an administrator at the level of a test coordinator for a high school of 3,200 students. Now, as my role, I was one of 15 administrators. So what I aspire in Alvin is to have a closer knit family of administrators where we can grow and where we help each other, and our strengths combined are a reckoning force, and a good force for change. As a teacher, I see and experience different than I did and I will as an administrator. Avenues will be opened up that I've yet to see. I will assume roles and make decisions about people's lives every day, about facilities, about change that I don't do right now as a teacher. And having assumed both roles, there are decisions, and it's all about delegation and not trying to do it all yourself. That is not the role of an administrator, especially not a transformational leader. The role of a leader is to find the strength, to see the strength in others when they don't see it in themselves, and then to build upon that, giving everyone the tools necessary to be successful, and sharing that information and not just hoarding it for oneself. So that is why I want to be an administrator. I want to see and make a change. I don't want I want to be the change. I don't just want to make the change, I want to be the change. So I hope that you all will allow me that opportunity to be a leader in Alvin ISD. I have been a grade level leader. I have been a POC leader. So I've assumed the leadership role, but I have not assumed one of a grade level administrator or even the principal of a school. Now I aspire to even go higher than that, because when you're a change agent, you don't stop. The ladder, there are no limits to where you can go and what you can do for the betterment of mankind as a whole. So I would just love to thank you all once again for this opportunity.